Hi, how you doing? So, it is Tuesday. I never know what day it is. I'm just glad that my computer can tell me because I'm useless. How are you doing? It's Tuesday the 22nd of October. Oh, and it's sunny outside, but it's cold in here. Yes, so I'm back in the studio. I have done my 3 hours reading practice, so I'm in a good place. It's really interesting. But is it interesting? No, I don't think it is interesting. It's interesting to me watching the progress from, because I recorded myself practicing reading since day one, basically. Not since day one, since day one of this period of time, not since day one, that would have been a long time ago. And it's interesting just seeing my progress, confidence, blah, 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 blah. I woke up basically feeling incredibly insecure for the gig that I'm about to go onto, and I just had a word with myself and just went, right, what do I need to do to feel a little bit more confident about this? And yeah, I just had a word with myself and just said, Emily, just go do your practice because that's going to make you feel better, which it has. And I just had a word with myself and just said, well, the reason that you're there is just to be you, and you've just got to be the best version of yourself that you can, and in order to do that, I just need to feel comfortable. So yes, I did my reading practice today. I'm going to be doing a little bit of extra research tonight that's going to make me feel a little more comfortable, and I'm still not telling you what it is. So you will know at some point, in fact fairly soon, it will probably be 3 weeks time, you will hear me chat about something, and then you'll go, gosh, is that what it was? Anyway, Juggy, howdy, hey Juggy, I expect you always to be the first one to say hello. Jean Broder, okay, can we just say my eyesight's going rather than I'm slightly dyslexic? Jean Broder, hi Jean. I don't think, if you have been on one of these live streams before, I certainly haven't spoken to you yet, so hello, it's nice to meet you. And Michelle, IHG, hello, how are you? I'm very well, thank you, I'm very well. Like I say, it's sunny outside, done my practice, so I'm feeling good about myself. And today I get to be back in the studio for William Pook, who is the one and only local lad that I work with, basically, which is amazing. So I got what happens is he basically drops around a USB stick through my postbox. I didn't realise it was coming, and it was just such a lovely surprise when it arrived. So right now, though, when I tell you that my diary is pretty full, and my head certainly is, yeah, it was like, okay, how am I going to do this? So I'm going to make it work, because that's all you can do. Jean, hello, same, yes, hello. So yeah, so this is really fun because me and William did a track in July. It's now October. And it was kind of like a tester track to see if we got on, see if I was the right person for him, if he was the right person for me. And we decided yes. And he decided yes more than me, because then he said, well, could you do a whole album for me? And I was like, yeah, that would be great. So I've been waiting for these tracks to come through, and it's 5 tracks that he's given me this time, and I know that he's going to book in for another 4 or 5 next time, I think, as well. But I'm hoping that's going to be after the new year, because the rest of this year is mental. So anyway, I thought I'd live stream whilst recording. Do you know what I realised? Okay, this is so random. So the latest A Drummer Guide to, so I do this web series called A Drummer's Guide to. It's basically my take on my experience in the music industry, what I do, touring, recording, blah, 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 and I chat a lot, as you can probably tell. And it's a lot to do with mindset and things like that. Anyway, before I was recording it out in my foyer. It's not a foyer, it's just a separate bit. But it was on a drum stool, which meant that I didn't have arms. Oh! Well, this is a new... Oh, okay, I've just solved my own problem. So I realised that I talk so much with my hands, but if these are here, I feel all restricted and gross, and I don't like that. So I didn't know I could lift those up. Now I do. There you go. We learn something new every day. Right, anyway, so I'm not going to be able to play you the guide track of this song, but what I will tell you is that William is heavily influenced and loves the Roots and Questlove and that whole vibe, and so I certainly sort of, I taking that into account. I used to be obsessed with the Roots, Erica Badu, Jill Scott, all that music around that time. I went through a real period of just pure obsession. So when he came to me and was like, look, the song that he cited was You Got Me by Erica Badu. If you don't know it, look it up. Amazing song. In fact, interesting. I just looked up how they recorded that. And actually what they did was recorded the song in double time and then slowed it down by half. I wonder if any of his songs, I don't think this first one warrants it, but maybe one of his songs would warrant doing that, although maybe it wouldn't sound good. I don't know. But anyway, interesting, really interesting technique. So anyway, this first song I'm doing with him today, or for him today, is it's actually the intro song. So I think it's only a minute and a half long. Yeah, just over. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, as usual. So I have tuned the snare to something that I think will work, and yeah, I guess I'm just going to go in and think about it. The thing is, with a lot of the Roots stuff, especially that song in particular, is that there aren't a lot of fills, which is fine by me. Anyone that has watched anything of me playing, I am about grooves, song, feel. That's everything to me. So yeah, so I'm more than happy with this situation. And like I say, Questlove is such an amazing person to be citing and keeping in mind. And yeah, so I'm excited. Kevin Seagal, how are you doing? Oh yeah, how are you, Kevin? How are you doing? Your video that I answered your question is not coming out this Monday, but the Monday after. So whatever that is, I think it's November the 4th. Don't know. Next Monday, not next Monday. The Monday after. Yes. So hopefully I've answered your question well. There is a lot of rambling, but it's fine. Okay. Right. I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to go in there. And I'm going to switch over to the live room view. Let me check that his track is not streaming to you, because that would be very bad. Yes. No, it's not. Excellent. No offence, but you know, some people don't like their guide tracks being streamed, which is fair enough. So he has recorded this to a click. It does move around ever so slightly. So my thing is, I'm locking in with him. I just want to... I see a song as like this shape, and it's not a shape of the song, the structure, but it's like this 3D. It's like imagine a rock, maybe not a rock, something a bit softer than a rock, and you want to be like amalgamating yourself. I don't think that makes sense, but you want to have synergy with that rock, and you want to bring it all in, and you want to join it, as opposed to being a bit off and to the side. I don't think that makes any sense, but in my head it does. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So it will move ever so slightly, but yes, it's for the good of the song, which is the most important thing to me ever. So anyway, right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to switch over, and I will see you. I'm probably going to do 3 takes of this and just see what happens, because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I don't even have a chart for this one. I'm trying something absolutely brand new. So I will see you shortly. just going to add a click. I do have a click right at the beginning. I thought I'd be able to play to just the guitar, but it's not working out that way, so that's fine. Oh, I know what I'm going to do, because I know that first hit is slightly early. So, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to. So this first click, I don't know if you can see it properly, but this first click is in time with that first hit, but then I want it to be in time with the song after that. So I'm just gonna. It all sort of, it does move so slightly, but it stays in time, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, music is fluid. It's a beautiful thing. Let me just check that's all good. Cool. I can delete that first one. That ain't gonna be used. Or can I keep it? I'll keep it, just in case. Never know, there might be some bit of magic in there that I didn't notice at the time. I don't think there was, but you never know. My hair looks an absolute state today, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. Right, I'm going to switch over to the live room again, and, yes, I will see you shortly. Great song. Really cool song. Really cool. Really about the lyrics, which is, when I tell you that's what I love, that's the understatement on the planet. Drum bass, hello! Subscribe to me if you want to know how to play the drums or how to play a song on it. Wow, thank you, drum bass. So, I enjoyed that very much. Let's move over to this view. So, I did mention on another live stream, I will mention here as well, 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, I went to a drum clinic by a drummer called Aaron Sterling. He is awesome. I absolutely adore this man. He is a brilliant drummer, amazing recording drummer, plays with John Mayer as well live. But he talked about the concept of when you're recording people to see yourself as a contributor, and by putting yourself in that mindset, it certainly gives you better results in his experience. So I try to do exactly that now when I record for people. And look, check it out. I'm this sad. I have a note that just says contributor. So I keep that so I can look at it and remind myself that the parts that I'm playing should be played as if they're a contributor rather than a drummer playing for an artist. I know it probably sounds ridiculous, but I don't know, I just really like the ethos behind it. I think it's lovely because at the end of the day, it's such a creative thing. Impact Recording Studios here. Hello, Simon Stewart. How are you? I'm so surprised that every time I see your name, as in Impact Recording Studio, I actually remember your name. Although yesterday, I did think to myself, Emily, what if you've got this completely backwards and actually his name is Stuart Simon, but it's Simon Stewart, although even right now I'm what's the word? I'm wondering if I'm wrong. Anyway, right, let's have a listen to this. I know that you've heard this already, but I need to hear it, basically. I like that last one. In fact, let's just sort this out. Let's do a little save, and let's save as an alternative. That is my tip for you today, I think. Always use the saving new alternative thing, because it just makes it so easy to go back. If you need to go back for some reason, like sometimes Logic acts weird, it's probably my fault, I'm sure it is, and you try and comp something and it starts acting weird, doing weird things, and they're the wrong takes with the wrong, and they get out of sync, and it's a mess. I've no idea why it happens. I don't know if it's a bug or it's me. Chances are it's me. But the point is, if I've saved an alternative, I know that I can go back to this, this sort of like the raw takes, as it were, which is excellent for my brain. It means I can relax. Right, so I know you can't hear the backing track, but let's have a listen anyway. I think I like that last one a lot. I think I did. In the moment, let's see. Oh, don't need that click. Definitely don't need that click. No, thank you. Okay, so I think I like the second half of that. The beginning I don't like at all, because too much space. I love space at the best of times, but that's too much. too literal, probably. That's nice. Oh yeah, I like this on a sock. Yeah, I like this. With the ending, that was yeah. It's funny. There's a visceral thing that happens when I feel like something is good and is the part, and that just happened at the beginning. It kind of caught me off guard, to be honest, because I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I liked that a lot. That take. Space is space. It just makes me so happy. I think from there it could probably be something else. Maybe. I still like it. It's that there. Let's just chop that. There. It's very awkward. These earlier ones. Oh yeah, that was that one. Just trying out the snare there, but. Okay, so that snare crossstick. I want that to be the opened hats thing. I really like that on the last take. Yeah, something really beautiful about that. Right. I quite like this take because there's some interesting hi-hat stuff going on. So I wonder if two here would be interesting. just interesting to make it build ever so slightly, because it's such a sparse track. You want it to build, but not too obviously, you know. Right, I'm going to try something here because I'm just wondering if this take 2, which I think is take 3. Yeah, take 3. La, 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 la. I'm wondering if this, because yeah, it seems to be a really good take overall. Can go. This is where I look at take 2 and actually the whole song should be take 2. No, it should not. Excellent. Good. That's what comps are for. Change what that break is, but sorry, it took everything in me to not sing along. And that's not because I don't, it's because you don't want me to sing along. That's the only reason I did not sing along. Trust me when I tell you that. So, who we got in? Right, Kevin, question, why do you switch sticks between back seats and cross stick takes? Just looking for differently pitched note. Yeah, so what happened was the sticks that were on the kit initially were these Keith Carlock sticks, which are very thin and very light, and I generally use them for recording because they just, the tone that they get out of the drum is beautiful. However, cross stick, it sounds great, but if I use a thicker stick, it's a bit more of a, like, so 55A is the other stick, it's a bit more of a round kind of sound, and it's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit heavier but not heavy, if that makes sense. It's just a thicker kind of sound, so I prefer that, but I stuck to the thinner stick, especially on the hats. I happen to be quite a hat heavy kind of player, so I stuck with the right stick being lighter, left stick heavier. But when I tried out that snare take, I just went back to the light sticks. I know I prefer the sound of that and the control, especially, this is such a delicate song. The last thing it needs is some fat backbeat that's like just blowing your ears out. So yeah, that's why, basically. Just it's not even about differently pitched, it's I suppose, to me, the way I hear it, it's a textural thing. Yeah, that's kind of it. Right, Lol, definitely Simon Stewart. Well, I'm glad that I got that right at least. I don't get many things right in my life, Simon, but I'm glad that I got your name right. It's a very memorable name, Simon Stewart. It's great. Like I say, I don't remember anyone's name. I'm the worst. I think I recognise everyone, but I couldn't tell you anyone's name. Kevin, backbeats. Oh, right. Not back seats. I was thinking, back seats. I mean, I know that I sort of threw the stick sort of behind me. I mean, it was more beside me, but maybe it's like some cool way of saying, like, oh, you threw it in the back seat. You see me trying to rationalise and not understanding what people are saying. It doesn't work so good sometimes. So, yeah, cross between sticks between back beats and cross stick takes. Yeah, so that is the reason. I hope that answered you it well. Right, I'm gonna just do a bit of messing around with some. Yeah, I just need to sort out the transitions, and there's a couple of little bits that I need to tighten up, which I will not let you sit through because it would be fine if you could hear the backing track, but honestly, it's just going to be like, this is mental. What are you doing? You're yeah. So I'm going to save you that problem. Kevin, I'm still trying to get my coffee sorted. Lol. So lots of typos. I understand. I woke up this morning exhausted, and not. Why am I trying to act like I don't know why? I know exactly why. So here's what happens, right? So my husband is on tour right now, and what that means is I work myself into the ground because I don't have anyone to hang out with in the evenings. It sounds so sad. Well, not every evening at least. I go and see like my sister and chat to friends and whatnot. But the good thing about me and my husband is that we basically say to each other, right, time to stop working, let's relax. And we do, because we want to actually spend time with each other. So, but he's away. He's in Russia right now doing some shows. So I'm just like, oh, so okay, I should probably stop around, say, I don't know, 6 o'clock. Yeah, I should probably stop and chill and relax. And then my brain starts going, or you could just sort out that thing on the website, and you could just sort out this and that and the other. So my brain is just a nightmare, and it will not let me relax. So I'm trying to make myself tonight. I'm gonna have a strict bedtime with myself and just go, right, you must go to bed so that you're not tired tomorrow, because it's a nightmare. And Simon Stewart says, I'm a cup of tea guy. Right, I'm a cup of tea guy. I obviously need more coffee. I have Irish heritage, and I don't like tea. Shh, don't tell anyone. You will be thrown out of the Being Irish club if you don't drink tea, basically. But I do drink coffee. I do drink green tea, and I drink herbal teas. But yeah, just tea. Oh, I've just always hated it. It's just horrible. My parents drink it. They love it. But yeah, I don't like milk either, so I think that's part of the problem. But anyway, let's stop talking about tea. Right, I'm gonna. Oh, Juggy, always good, Emily. Oh, thank you. Love your nuttiness. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little more odd as I get older, but I need to embrace it and just be myself, basically, because it's the only person I can be. So this is what you get. Right, I'm gonna go now. Like I say, this is a whole album that I'm doing with William. So it's 5 tracks I want to get done this week. I've said to him that they'll all be done by next week, but I'm hoping he's not watching this because I want to get it done early. So hopefully, fingers crossed, so that he's happy. So yeah, I will be back probably a couple of times this week, basically, and just record. I'm gonna take it easy. I don't want to overdo it for myself because I've got a lot going on. So I'm trying to get a track done a day for him. Try saying that. Easy for you to say. Right. Simon. Oh my God, lol. Just kidding. I know. Shh, don't tell anyone. Ireland won't let me back in the country, and I'm meant to be going there over New Year's. So yeah. Juggy must dash. Catch you on the next one. Juggy, I'm going to dash also. Right. Thank you guys for being here. It's lovely to see you and to have new people. Jean, lovely for you to be here as well. That's really cool. And also, who was it? Drum bass, who want to teach me how to play the drums, which is a good sign, clearly. All right, I'll love you and leave you. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I will be back probably tomorrow doing another song for the lovely William Pook. But hope you have a lovely rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Alright, lots of love, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah! See you later. Bye, guys. Bye.